see everything. So, first of all, how are you?
Still feeling a little. I'm on a high right now.
You are, because earlier we went to your gallery, so you had a showing, and it was awesome. You had so many pieces, but before we even dive into that, let's just see who you are as a person. So, like I said, I had the opportunity to be introduced to you at a networking event, and your talent was amazing. So, when did you start creating art in pieces?
I've been painting and drawing since I was a kid, but really trying to make a business out of it, I've been doing it for about 2 years.
Okay, and I saw you said you were like selling art for like $2.
$2, just trying to make a buck, you feel me?
Right, and what it changed to have your own show on Society Street. That's awesome. So on your Instagram, it says luxury street art. So what does luxury street art consist of?
Luxury street art consists of art that's not considered normal, consists of street culture, but with a luxury feel. With my frames, with my glasswork, I often paint things inspired by the culture, but the glass and the frames gives it that luxury feel.
Yeah, it definitely does. So back to your event. You recently had the event, The New Vibe, a cultured art experience. And I know you have so many feelings and emotions. Also, congratulations on getting engaged. Yes, we love Black love. But what was your takeaway from that event?
My biggest takeaway from that event was the power there is in a community. We really came together as a community. That show was for us, by us, and it just showed the love that we have for one another and the passion that we have for seeing each other elevate. And so my biggest takeaway, I would say, is Black is beautiful.
Absolutely. And when we were there and I was just looking around at all the art pieces and it's like, we doing an electric slide in the middle of a gallery. I love Black people. But yeah, that was awesome. So, and also, what was it like having a solo show in Charleston?
So I've always been a part of a lot of other shows, but having a solo show, I think it really motivated me to try harder. Because it's easy to be a part of something else, but it's harder to create something.
Right.
And so once you've done that, you don't want to stop. You just want to keep going.
So how long did it take you? So like with the pieces, you had so many pieces. How many pieces in total did you have?
Probably around 45 pieces.
Okay, so obviously you didn't do all this overnight. So when did you start the process to get to 45? And for those who weren't there, they're all full size like this.
I would say 2 weeks before the event.
Really?
I'm a huge procrastinator.
You did all of that within 2 weeks?
Within 2 weeks.
Oh wow, your hands should be insured. That is crazy. Okay, wow. All right, so who inspires you?
So there's two people that really come to mind. Of course, everybody knows the artist Basquiat, street culture. He has a quote that says, "It's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you're not." And so with that, you just have to believe in yourself. If you tell yourself you can't do it, you won't.
Right.
But if you give your all into your passion, sky's the limit. And I'll say secondly, will probably be my father. Black fatherhood is something that's very important, especially in today's society. But my pop set the example of not only what a man should be, but a spiritual man in all aspects. And so, big shout out to my pops.
And I can tell he was so proud of you. I just saw him walking around. I was like, that's his dad. I can just tell that was your dad, but he was so proud of you. So, in Charleston, I feel like it's the same art. You got your pictures of Rainbow Road, you got your portraits of churches, crabs, and like the same artists that are consistently spotlighted. So it was really refreshing to see your work. So what made you create your own lane?
So I was selling art for like $2. And I was applying to like a lot of galleries with those type of paintings. And they would say, oh, your art is different. They would never give me a shot. And so I had no other choice. I had to create my own lane. I had to create my own style and a way to showcase that. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here.
And out of all 45 pieces you have, now this may be hard, so if you can't choose one favorite, what are your top 3 favorites?
My top three favorites are probably the Basquiat. It's an emerald Basquiat that sold yesterday.
Congratulations.
And then 2 of the little black boys, the green
I
one
love and the pink one. I love those. Listen, I'm gonna hit the lottery and I'm gonna buy those. So you just gotta hold those to me. But how do you select people do you want to paint? Because I saw a lot of Michael Jordan, Tyler the Creator. It looks like influence of the music that you listen to.
Definitely. It's all influenced by, I would say, my life, pop culture, music, street art, and just in particular, things that revolve around me. And so whenever I decide to do something, I'll do it and I'll put my own spin onto it. And so it just stems from my local things.
Absolutely. So if someone wants to contact you, see your pieces, purchase your pieces, how can they contact you and how can they support you?
So currently I'm still building a website, but they can find me on Instagram at _Cal_art. And we can talk about the pieces through DM. I do everything through direct messages, and so that's the best way to contact.
So my question, are you ever going to do prints or are you just going to keep it the original work?
Man, there's nothing like a one-on-one. I tried doing prints at one time, but there's nothing like a one-on-one.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being a guest. Once again, I enjoy you. I think you're so talented. And, when you end up in these big galleries, don't forget about the little people.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And you got to stay tuned to Diva Talk because I have a performance coming up from Pora. And a special thank you to Elite Event Rentals. If you are having an event and you need a space, make sure you're checking it out. 5101 Ashley Phosphate Road, Suite 137. All right, I'm back with Diva Talk. It's your girl, Chris Caitlin, and this is the Welcome to Charleston Artist Spotlight. Now, unfortunately, Pora cannot be here, but guess what? I got a badass band behind me. Shout out to the Diva Talk House Band, and they gonna give y'all a sample of what you would have got. Give them some love. Y'all clap.